Oh, I don't think so.
I figured we'd, with the dogs here and me and the...
Hi, how are you? Is this where we switch to our donation?
Yes, it is.
Is this the dog donation?
It's the dog donation. Yes, it's going to be the swimming pool when we build the new shelter.
Go to the dog. Well, that's my new thing.
There you go. Thank you. Alan. Being a good boy. Just now you're making
Yes, he is.
Well, I want to thank you for joining me today. I am Representative John Burt, and we're here today for Hot Dog Day. And what Hot Dog Day is I am hosting with the Concord SPCA. All proceeds go to them, excluding the cost of the hot dogs, of course, and the soda. And once that's taken care of, which is a small amount, all the proceeds go to the Concord SPCA. And we're just in the setup stages, so you'll see a lot of video coming up, hopefully, and we're going to have a great time today. It looks like the rain may hold off, so I'm hoping it's going to. It should be a great crowd. And from what I hear is the representatives and the staff at the 3 buildings up here that I've invited, they love Hot Dog Day. And it's pretty funny when I get up on the House floor and I say, do you know what today is? And they'll all holler like, almost like kids, it's Hot Dog Day. And it's just so much fun. And I can't wait for you to see the rest of the video. And like I said, this is to help the Concord SPCA this year. And I pick different dog groups throughout, the next year when I do it, I'll try to pick somebody new. All right, I want to thank you for attending.
We went down anyhow. We have my wife and my daughter and Burt.
Thank you.
He's
a Schnauzer mix. He's 4 years old. He's a dog. He came in as a stray to the SPCA. His name is Alan. 4 years old. He's a half Labrador, half Yorkie. They don't know. He came in as a stray, but they think he's about 4.
Alan's a good boy. What are you worried about his pet?
No, he actually is being really good.
You're not but fight yourself.
Really
He does look like a little bit like a Schnauzer.
Yes, I would like you.
Well done.
I love the little short legs. Reminds me of my husband. He's a
Schnauzer might have to fight.
Could be.
All right.
Thank you. Hi, media. This is Alan. So he's 4 years old and he came in as a stray and he's up for adoption at the end of the year. He's a really good boy. Yeah. Well, he'll not be sitting.
Yeah, I know. That's very unusual. I don't.
He chose you. Yeah, but they named him now. They don't know him. No, I can't imagine not. Well, they put him in. They've had him for quite some time, and nobody. put him up for adoption. Isn't he cute? They call him, Chelsea called him. Really, he's a very smart dog. I used to think that, but then I got a terrier. He thinks he's giant, like this dog. He thinks he's a big dog. He knew this is an 4 years old.
Oh, yes.
Well, he's something like that. He still is one, but I think he's up for adoption. He's up for adoption. That's why he's here. You can't see his little adoption. But he's been.
William, how are you, young man?
Yeah, it's like, and I love that.
And it is very good.
What I did today, I walked out and I left my cell phone charged.
Hold off.
Alright, so you want coleslaw?
Usually it's better. Choice.
How's that? Is that good? Got it? Want to put those squishy things in my purse? I see you on your plate.
Thank you. John Burt's Hot Dog Day, second annual. It's going to be a tradition. This is great. We come out and get together with legislators that we haven't talked to before. And we get to meet people on a personal basis, and we eat some wonderful hot dogs. This is a huge event, and it's for a great cause. And please, everyone, support it, and look forward to being here next year and having another one.
John, how did you feel about this year's session on top of ending what we have today, bringing it to a wonderful close?
Well, being in the minority party this time, I did it my first term, and I understand how it can be a little trying sometimes. But we spent the time, and we did what we needed to do to get to this point of voting on a budget. I was one of the 18 that didn't support the budget this time. I was one of the 12 out of the entire House that didn't support the spending part of the budget. And I did that because with the extra $400 or $500 million that was in there, that was going to use to grow government. And I am absolutely against growing government any larger than it is right now until we get our spending house in order. Not that I think it was a bad budget. We got some good things in that budget, and I'm happy that it passed. I just couldn't support it because there was more things in there that I think should have been addressed. And but again, it was a great effort. It just wasn't something that I could support for the people of Goffstown, and that's who I represent, and that's who means the most to me.
In closing, John, can you just tell us about your thoughts on where you think New Hampshire is heading into the future?
I think New Hampshire's got a bright future, but again, we need to start being very careful how we spend our tax money. You know, I was reading the Forbes statistics this morning, or recently, and the average person retires with less than $30,000 in savings. And for the government to think it's okay to come in and continue to keep grabbing more and more of their expendable income so they can support the government rather than their own retirement and their own lifestyle, I think it's wrong. So I think New Hampshire's in a great place. We have a long tradition of success and prosperity, but we've got to be careful because it could be gone in an instant. And I'm the one that's standing there, and I'm going to keep my eye open and alert. And whenever I see government growing too big, I'm going to oppose it, even though I may be alone.
Well, thank you for supporting such a good cause today, Representative Heichel. And all I want to say here is from everyone out here looking at what you have to say today, we're excited about New Hampshire moving forward. John Burt Hot Dog Day is a great way to celebrate everything and support a good cause. And with this, we wish you well, and we hope to see you back next year.
Have a great summer, and thank you. We'll see you back next year.
How was John Burt Hot Dog Day?
John Burt Hot Dog Day was great. Because it's free and because John's a nice guy for doing it. It takes a lot of work. In fact, last term he had to jump through hoops to make this happen because of complaints and stuff like that. So it's pretty awesome that he puts it on. And I like hot dogs. The only thing I haven't mastered is how do you actually get mustard on a hot dog without getting it on your hands. I think there's probably, you know, if somebody could invent the perfect mustard dispenser, I think that would improve John Burt Hot Dog Day.
Well, do we need government controls for that, Gary?
Yes.
We
Actually,
do.
I'm
Okay.
thinking of introducing legislation next term just about the dispensing of mustard, because that's how important it is. It's about the children, Bill.
Yes, it is about the children.
It's always about the children.
It's always about. You're absolutely right. So, now that the session's over, how do you feel about everything?
I think it went remarkably well, considering you had, obviously we just had a budget with over 300 people supporting the House and Senate budget, or the House budget, but it actually went really well. We had a moderate increase and such, and the fact that you had over I don't think I've ever seen a vote that lopsided for a budget in the many years that I've been up here. So it actually, all in all, I think having that balance between the Senate and the House worked out really well.
Well, very good. Well, I think it's time to close it out with some hot dogs, right?
Thank you, sir. Absolutely. More
Gary,
hot dogs.
Take care. And let hot dogs be it.
Excellent. Thanks, Bill.
Bye, Gary.
Hi, Mark Warden from Goffstown, and I want to thank John Burt and his wife Phyllis for putting on this fantastic event today. Great hot dogs, ice cream, good fellowship, and really a strong supporter of all that John Burt is doing for the town of Goffstown and the state of New Hampshire, and putting some fiscal conservatism back in Concord, holding the line against excessive spending, and protecting property rights. Good job, John. What we've seen over this last year is that there's been a good sort of impasse in the legislature, which is a good thing, right? The less cooperation going on in Concord, usually the better off the taxpayer is. So thankfully the Republicans held the Senate this year, the House majority is Democrats, and a lot of stuff got blocked by the Senate. It was really bad, and some of the good stuff did get through. So we want to thank the Senate for being conservative. What's going to happen is we'll have another year of that, of sort of roadblock or a bottleneck, which is fine. Keep the regulations down, and then in 2014, I expect the Republicans to do better at the polls, probably retake the State House, and we can really do some good there to, again, reduce some of the unnecessary spending, repeal some regulations that are really burdening businesses, expand individual liberty, personal responsibility. So I am optimistic for the future. If we can make it through the next year, I think we'll be all right. So look forward to your support in 2014.
How you doing today?
I'm well. How are you?
Very good, thanks. What do you have going there?
This is the hot dog cook-off, or whatever, the hot dog for John Burt, Rep. John Burt's Hot Dog Day.
Yes, it is, and a well-known day it is.
Yes.
And how many hot dogs do we have here? I heard 1,000.
I was told we ordered 1,000 hot dogs.
Well, I can tell you right now that there was 999 of them left about an hour ago, because I arrived.
And I can do 2 packages at a time.
You can?
Yes.
Well, that's pretty good.
Yes.
Now, does John have these hot dogs locked up in a Fort Knox safe or anything? Because they're important.
No, that's this cooler here, full of hot dogs. Literally.
So that's it, huh?
Yes.
My goodness, he thought of everything, didn't he?
At 50 a shot, we got a lot to cook, considering the line over there.
Yeah, well, have fun. Thanks for your time.
Yes. Thank you to all the sponsors who helped make this possible.
Yes, very good. You're absolutely right. Well, good morning. How you doing?
Good. How are you today?
Very good, thanks. This is John Burt Hot Dog Day. What do we have to say about John Burt Hot Dog Day today, Cal?
I think it should be an institution here in the State House. You know, it's the 2nd year now.
Yeah.
It's a nice fundraiser for the SPCA as well.
Yes, it is.
You know, there's 2 kinds of dogs here. Some hot dogs over there that wish they were a lot cooler.
Yeah, and puppy dogs.
And puppy dogs, right?
That's right. Well, word has it that the dogs are very good, because I already tried one, and I have to contest that they are very good. So you're going to be in line, right?
I will ultimately be in line, but I'm one of the smart guys. I wait for the line to get lower.
Oh, okay. You're going to
Which also means there'll probably be fewer hot dogs, but I'll take my chances.
Well, there's 1,000 of them. Well, 999 since I had one.
Oh, okay.
So
that's probably enough.
You glad session's over?
Yeah, I am.
Yep.
At this particular time, there's so much happening right now. It's hard to keep up.
Yeah, but you know what? You guys did a heck of a job this year, and we're looking forward to next year to be even better.
I'm much happier with the way things have turned out this year than when the year started. I had some apprehensions, but I'm pleased with the way things went.
There were reservations, I understand, but it turned out well.
Yeah, it did. It turned out much better than I thought it was going to.
Well, have fun.
Kudos to the House.
There you go. Absolutely.
Well, and the Senate. Kudos to the House
yes.
and the Senate.
And the Senate.
Oh, and by the way, hi, Governor. I'm not forgetting you.
That's right. Where is the governor today?
I think she gets a cut. She's probably in the front of the line by now.
Oh, okay. We don't know if she likes hot dogs or not. That's a big question. She does. All right. Especially if they're free.
Well, just in general.
That's me saying that.
That's you. That's not me.
Right.
I will not comment on
That's right. Just my 3 cents. Well, take care. Enjoy the day.
Well, thank you. I am so far. You too.
Thank you.
I can't imagine. Woman after my own heart.
Didn't realize you filled this side.
On behalf of the Concord-Merrimack County SPCA, thank you so much, John Burt and Mike Gill, for this wonderful event and this fabulous donation to help us build a new home for the animals.
Well, I want to thank the Concord-Merrimack SPCA for helping me with this event, because without them I cannot do this. And they just have been bent over backwards to help me have an extremely positive and good event. And again, I want to thank Mike Gill for this very generous check. This will help a lot, you know, with Hot Dog Day and definitely with the building fund. And that's my main mission here, is to help with that building.
I'd like to continue to do good things and work for shelters, and I'm trying to start a center for mediation, so people can, at no charge, get divorces. And I'm going to fund this, and I'd like to start as early as next year.
Good, Governor.
Good. Thank you for doing this.
Well, thank you for coming. Yeah, no, I'm really glad that you stopped over. You know, it was for a good cause, for the Concord-Merrimack SPCA. Sure. Yeah, and that's the reason I do this. Last year was for a different dog group, and this year was for them, hopefully to help them build that building. Yeah. Well, that's it. Yeah, yeah. That's a really added touch, I feel. Yes, yes. And the biggest reason is I just want to say thank you to the staff, and then also get the reps out here and that we can get along. And you must. Well, you must have been very happy with that. Yeah, that's a good vote. Yes. Absolutely. All right, well, thank you, Governor, for coming out.
You want to get a picture together?
Yeah, well, let's do that.
And Governor, if I may ask you to hold on just a second, please.
Yeah, sure.
I'm looking this way as well.
One more, please, and I'll be done. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Burt. Thank you, Governor.
Thank you for attending. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Well, I want to thank you for attending today's Hot Dog Day up here at the State House. I love putting this day on. This is my second annual Hot Dog Day. And the reps and the staff that I invite from the three buildings, they've always given me very positive feedback that we love doing it. And yeah, and you know, like I said, I just have a great time doing it. And of course, this year, it benefits the Concord SPCA. And we had a very nice, generous donation of a check from the mortgage specialist, and I'm very happy with them for donating that nice check. And of course, all the donations, you know, small or large, they all add up to help the Concord SPCA. I want to thank you again, and have a good day.
John, a question from behind the camera.
Yes.
Rumor has it you had 1,000 hot dogs. Is that really true?
It is. As a matter of fact, we had a little over 1,000.
Oh, you did?
Yes, and I think we're going to almost give them away. Last year, we had over 500 attendees, and we gave 850 hot dogs away. This year, I heard we're going to break a record. You know, we haven't got the final tally, and what we did this year, too, is we have an ice cream truck.
I see that.
Yes, and I think that's a very popular ice cream truck, especially today. Thank God we got overcast, you know, and the rain's held off. But, you know, overall, it's done very well today.
Just one more, John. The session for the year. Tell us a little about it, and what are your thoughts on it?
I think the session went well. You know, the House wanted a few items that, of course, I disagreed with, and luckily the Senate agreed on my side, and we worked all a deal out. The vote for the budget was really nice. I think there was 38 people against it, and I can't remember the number. It was 340 or something for it. I did vote for the budget, and it's a good budget. It's a little higher number than I'd like for the growth, but overall it helps the county nursing homes, it helps the county. There's no downshift into towns. So it's a really good nonpartisan budget, which I love nonpartisan if we can get it. And that's what really Hot Dog Day is, it's nonpartisan.
That's great. And the Senate?
The Senate did well this year. I think they held to their beliefs, as they said, that they will not raise any taxes. And I'll be honest, at the beginning I was a little like, well, how do you keep 13 senators together? but they did it, and I want to thank them for that. They did a real great job.
Can you move on to the governorship and tell us what your thoughts are there as New Hampshire moves forward in this economic climate?
Well, I hope the governor looks at this and says, you know what, we need to stay within our fiscal restraints. Because the people at home, they definitely do. And I think our budget that we're going to send to the governor, and I understand that she will sign it, hopefully will send a message that we must remain within our restraints of what we have for money and what the taxpayers are paying us, not expanded government.
And Representative Burt, I'm sure many people want to say thanks to you for all you've done in the House Chambers for us this year and for the state of New Hampshire. Some feel that we are blessed with your presence in the House, and I have to say, many are looking forward to you coming back. And let's move on to the next session with some good moves for the New Hampshire state of.
That's why I'm here, and you know, I want to thank, bottom line, I want to thank the voters for putting me here, because I wouldn't be standing here if they didn't vote for me, and you know, it's worked out very well. I want to thank them for that.
Time for hot dogs. Let's go.
Yep. All right, thank you.